Hello students, in today's session we will be learning the decimal representation of rational numbers. Decimal representation of rational numbers. There are two types of decimal representation we can have. One is terminating decimal and B non-terminating plus repeating or recurring decimal. We say both. Okay, so how do we do? What is a terminating decimal? I'm just writing TD, I'm not writing the entire thing, and non-terminating decimal as NTD. So what is TD? TD is any rational number whose denominator can be represented as a factor of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m is a terminating decimal. For example, if you take 5 by 8, if you say it is 5 by 2 cube into 5 to the power of 0, so in this case I can say it is a terminating decimal. You can check it out. You can divide 5 by 8. What will you get? So let me find the decimal representation and show you also how to find the decimal representation. 5 by 2 cube into 5 cube and into 5 cube. So it is 625 by 2 into 5 whole cube. So it is 625 by 1000. 0.625 is the decimal representation of 5 by 8. All of you understood? If you have example 3 by 40, so it is 3 divided by 2 cube into 5. So clearly this is a TD, terminating decimal. If you are asked to find the decimal representation of this, how can you find? 2 cube into 5 cube into 5 square, because here is 5 and okay, I'll just write it like this, 5 into 5 square. So 25 3s are 75, 5 cube into 2 10, 2 into 5 whole cube, that is 75 by 10, so 0.075, right? Let me do another one. The last one I can say on terminating decimal example here is 4 by 25. I can represent it like how? In what way? 4 by 5 square into 2 to the power of 0. Now I multiply here 5 square into 2 square into 2 square, 16 by 5 into 2 whole square, 16 by 10 square, 16 by 100 is equal to 0.16. So these are all terminating decimal, that is somewhere the decimal is ending, right? Now we go to the non-terminating decimal, NTD. Let me take an example 1 by 3. If you divide 3 by 1, what will you get? 0.3 is 9, 1 0, 3 is 9, 1 0, 3s are 9, 1 0, 3s are 9, and it goes on and it goes on and on. So we say 1 by 3 can be represented as 0.3 bar, means that this is the repeating unit. This is the repeating unit. And what is the definition of NTD? What will be the definition of NTD in this case? The denominator cannot be represented as a factor of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m. That is an NTD. So we say for any non-terminating decimal, our denominator is not equal to 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m. Okay. So suppose if you have 0.47 suppose you have 0.47 bar. Now if you are asked that since it is a rational number, because it is non-terminating decimal, it is a rational number, how should I represent it in the p by q form? How shall I represent it in the p by q form? Okay. So let me just show you this thing now. First, we say let x is equal to 0.47 bar, so 7, 7, 7 and so on. Then we multiply it by 10x. What do I have? 4.7777 and so on. That is 4.7 bar. Right? Now again I multiply it by 10x, so I'll get it 100x and I'll get it 47.7777 and so on. That is 47.7 bar. Right? So our endeavor is here is to keep the decimal part or the decimal portion of the non-terminating decimal constant or same, not constant, same, rather identical. In case of 10x it is 0.777, in case of 100x it is also same thing. Now if the idea is that if I subtract 100x minus 10x, then this minus this, then 90x should give me 43. This means x will be 43 by 90. All of you understood this part? Our main idea is to keep the decimal portion of the non-terminating decimal identical. So what I did, यहाँ पे 0.4 and the repeating part is 7, 7, 7, 7 and so on. So first, to take the point one place to the right hand side, I multiplied by 10x, 4.777777. Again, I multiply this by 100x and I make it 47.1 more and then 77777 and so on. Now see, if I compare these two numbers, 100x minus 10x, this minus this, the decimal part completely gets cancelled and becomes 0, and I have 47 minus 4 is 43. So 90x equal to 43, x equal to 43 by 90. Right? So this is one example. I'll do some more examples and you all keep doing with me, or you can see it and then do it, or copy it in your copy. Then only you will understand, because in mathematics there is nothing shortcut. It's a time investing subject. You have to always do it rigorously if you want to have a hand on the subject. Okay, now next is 2. X equal to 0.123 bar. What does it implies? 33333. I multiply it by 100x because this is a repeating part, so I get 12.3333 dot 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 dot. And if I have to keep this decimal place identical, before subtraction I have to remove it to one more decimal place. So it is multiplying it by 10 will give me 1000x, and 123 point again 3333. So this is 12.3 bar. This is 123.3 bar. And again if I subtract this, and now if I subtract this thing, that is 1000x minus 100x, this will give me 123.3 bar minus 12.3 bar. So this is 900x is equal to 1. So this will in turn give you 111 by 900. Okay, is it clear? One more I'll explain. Our main idea is to keep the decimal part same. So what is here? 0.12, and then the identical part or the recurring part is starting. So to shift the point by 2 places, I multiply it by 100x. I got 12.3333 and so on. So it is 12.3 bar. Now I have to subtract, right? So I need one more number whose decimal part will also be same. And the easiest way to do is multiply this thing with 10. So 100 into 10 is 1000x, and multiply by 10, the point gets shifted to one place on the right hand side. So it is 123 point this 123.3 bar. Now this 1000 minus 100x is equal to this minus this 123.3 bar minus 12.3 bar. So 900x is equal to 111, x equal to 111 divided by 900. Is it clear? In the next lesson, I'll still do 2 to 3 problems on the same thing, converting the NTDs, non-terminating decimal, to P by Q format. Okay? Thank you, students. Take care.